Have you ever wondered why some people get richer while others struggle financially? The answer lies in assets. Today, I will explain what assets are, why they matter, and how they can make you wealthy. What are assets? An asset is anything you own that has economic value and future benefits. The richer you want to be, the more assets you need. Key characteristics: ownership. You have control over it. Economic value, it has financial worth. Future benefits, it generates income or appreciates over time. For example, a rental property is an asset because it generates rental income. A car for personal use is not an asset because it depreciates in value and costs money to maintain. My viewers, what's the most valuable asset you own? Comment below. Types of assets. Based on convertibility. Current assets, short-term assets, easily converted into cash within 1 year. Example, cash, bank deposits, inventory, accounts receivables. For example, a grocery store's inventory is a current asset because it will be sold soon. Non-current assets, long-term assets, held for long-term use and not easily liquidated, like land, buildings, and machinery, long-term investments. For example, a company's factory is a non-current asset because it's used for production, not immediate sale. Based on physical existence, tangible assets, physical assets you can touch, like property, furniture, gold, vehicles. For example, if you buy a shop, it's a tangible asset that can increase in value. Intangible assets, non-physical but valuable, like patents, trademarks, brand names, goodwill. For example, Coca-Cola's brand name alone is worth billions. Based on usage, operating assets used in day-to-day business operations. For example, computers in an office, delivery trucks for a courier service. Non-operating assets, not essential for daily operations but can generate income. For example, extra land owned by a business that they lease out. Which type of asset do you think is the most valuable? Comment below. The history of assets and wealth. Ancient wealth accumulation. In ancient civilization, land and livestock were the main assets. Gold and silver were used as stores of value and trade. Modern day assets evaluation. The introduction of stocks, businesses, and intellectual property revolutionized wealth building. Today, digital assets like NFTs, online businesses, are gaining popularity. Fun fact: the world's richest families built their wealth by accumulating assets across generations. Hidden assets people overlook. Many people don't realize they already own valuable assets. Domain names and websites. A unique website domain can be sold for millions. Rare collections, limited edition watches, art, vintage cards, sports cards appreciate over time. Digital content and intellectual property. Your blog, YouTube videos, or online courses can generate passive income. Skills and knowledge. Your expertise in a field like programming, marketing, investing can be monetized. Do you own any hidden asset, my viewers? Comment below. How the rich use assets differently. They build assets first, then liabilities. Rich people buy income-generating assets before spending on luxury items. For example, instead of buying an expensive car first, they invest in stocks or rental properties and use that income to pay for the car. The leverage debt to buy assets. Poor people take loans for liabilities, cars, gadgets, etc., while the rich use loans to buy income-generating assets. For example, using a bank loan to buy a rental property that pays for itself. They focus on passive income. Most millionaires have multiple income streams. For example, Jeff didn't just build Amazon, he invested in real estate stocks and startups. So, my viewers, what's one lesson you can learn from the rich? The power of compound interest in asset growth. Investing in assets early allows your wealth to grow exponentially over time. The rule of 72. If you divide 72 by your annual return rate, you will know how many years it takes for your money to double. For example, if your investment grow at 8% per year, your money doubles every 9 years. Start small but stay consistent. Pro tip. Even $10 per month invested in assets can turn into thousands over time. How inflation affects assets? Inflation decreases the value of money over time. Certain assets protect wealth against inflation. Real estate. Property values increase with inflation. Stocks and ETFs, companies adjust prices to maintain profits. Gold and silver historically retain value. Cash loses value. Keeping money in a savings account with 1 or 2% interest isn't enough when inflation is 6% or higher. Viewers, which asset do you think is the best hedge against inflation? Okay, so step-by-step guide to start investing in assets. Step 1. Start with knowledge. Read books like Rich Dad Poor Dad and watch finance videos. Step 2. Track your expenses. Know where your money goes. Step 3. Save and invest. Set aside money for stocks, property or business. Step 4. Diversify. Don't put all your money in one asset class. Never. Step 5. Be patient. Most important one. Asset growth takes time. Real life example. Warren Buffett started investing at age 11 and now he's worth billions. Appreciating versus depreciating assets. Many people invest in the wrong type of assets. Let's clarify. Appreciating assets increase in value over time. Real estate, stocks and investments, gold and precious metals, businesses. Depreciating assets lose value over time. Cars, unless used for business like Uber, electronics and gadgets, furniture. Let's take a real life example here. A house bought for $100,000 today could be worth $200,000 in 10 years, but a brand new car loses value the moment you drive it out of the showroom. Assets versus liabilities. Assets put money into your pocket, while liabilities take money out of your pocket. For example, a rental apartment generates rent, so it's an asset. A loan for an expensive phone adds monthly expenses, so it's a liability. Pro tip, if you want to build wealth, spend money on assets, not liabilities. My viewers, do you own more assets or liabilities? Take a moment and think. Why are assets important? Wealth creation. Assets grow in value over time and generate income. Financial stability. Assets provide security in emergencies. Passive income. Some assets like rental properties or dividend stocks generate income without active work. Retirement planning. Assets like pensions, real estate and investments support you in old age. Case study. Warren Buffett became a billionaire because he invested in income generating assets like stocks and businesses. Viewers, what's one asset you would like to invest in? Comment below. Common mistakes people make with assets. Thinking a house is always an asset. No. If you buy a house but don't rent it out, it's actually a liability because you are paying for maintenance, taxes and repairs. Not understanding depreciating assets. Expensive cars and luxury items lose value over time. Keeping all savings in cash. Cash loses value due to inflation. Always invest in appreciating assets. Pro tip: the goal is to build a portfolio of assets that grow in value over time. How to start accumulating assets? Invest in income generating assets, buy stocks that pay dividends, invest in rental properties or real estate, start an online business that generates passive income. Increase your savings and invest wisely. Avoid unnecessary expenses and liabilities. Put your money into assets that appreciate over time. Learn financial management. Read books, take online courses, and educate yourself about investing. Viewers, what's one asset you would like to invest in? Comment below. Okay, so let's time for some FAQs. Can a car be an asset? Yes, if you use it for Uber or business, otherwise it's a liability. Is gold a good investment? Yes. Gold is an appreciating asset but doesn't generate income like stocks or real estate. What's the best first asset to buy? A dividend paying stock is a great start because it earns money over time. Do I need a lot of money to invest in assets? No, not at all. You can start with as little as $10 in stocks or mutual funds. If you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Comment below what's your favorite type of assets. So till then, happy learning.